Just moments ago, we had a house meeting inside the Big Brother Canada 9 house. It all happened on the live feeds. I'm going to tell you how it got started, what happened, what it was all about. They're still going at it as I record this. Don't go anywhere. What's up, Internet? My name's Ory. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because this video is for subscribers only.
And it's all free. Free, you heard me. You do not want to miss this.
All right, so how did we even get to the point where a house meeting was called? It all kind of started today when Breydon finally told Austin that Josh was throwing her name around the house, pretty much blaming her for starting the Pretty Boys 2.0 rumors that were flying around between the boys. But the problem with that is that conversation happened with Beth in the room. So it was Josh and Austin, and then Beth walked in the room as that conversation was happening. So for him to blame her for it was a little weird for him to do, but that was the way he was going to try and get himself out of trouble. His whole goal was to get people to think, oh, I'm going to target Austin if I stay in the house, so you should vote Rohan out and let me go after Austin. Now, Austin got very heated after she heard this, so she immediately was like, should I call him out? I'm going to call him out right now. And Breydon was like, let's go talk, to everybody else, which they went to the backyard where the hot tub is. And that's pretty much where everyone else in the house was, except for Josh, who, by the way, at the time was in the OLG lounge messing with the air hockey table or the bubble hockey table. He set the score to like 9-0 and he was waiting for the timer to clock down. I think he thought it would be like a secret code to give him a power. I don't know. He really kind of needed it after what was about to happen. So Austin goes to the backyard. She's talking to everybody and she pretty much is like, yeah, Josh is going around saying that I was starting rumors that you guys were in a Pretty Boys 2.0. And then Ro jumps in. He's like, well, yeah, actually, I've heard that he's been throwing my name around saying I'm going after Jed. And Jed's like, yeah, I've heard that too. So finally they were like, look, should we just call a house meeting? Jed's like, I'll do it. I'll do it. So that's what he does. Jed gathers everybody up. They call a house meeting. They're all sitting in the living room and he lays it all out. He's like, look, man, who here, right? He didn't just direct it right at Josh. He was like, who here has thrown my name out there? I like to be straightforward with people. If you did it, you did, just own up to it. Of all people, Spicy V, she's like, I did. She's like, but it was only as a pawn. Shush. This is not your time to talk, Spicy. Don't do it. All you're going to do is get yourself in trouble. But eventually it breaks down to Josh being like, yeah, I put it out there, but I feel like I'm taking all the heat when Austin was the one to really kind of be in there too. Problem is that with that is the way I see it, it was Julie and him who really were kind of throwing that out there. Obviously, we didn't have a lot of the feeds in the beginning, but that's where we kind of first heard of the Pretty Boys 2.0 thing was Julie and Josh, and their conversations on the premiere episode. It finally boils down to just everybody piling onto Josh, and he does a good job of sticking up for himself. At one point, they finally bring up that how he said he thinks he's smarter than everybody in the house, and he's like, well, I didn't necessarily say that. I said I'm too smart sometimes, and I think too much, I overthink. Which he has a point. I can understand how that could happen, but he has to understand how that can come off in the house. Yeah, whew. Crazy stuff happening inside the Big Brother house today and all this week, to be honest. So that's pretty much a rundown of what happened in the house meeting, and the aftermath, I again, is still going on at the moment. Everybody's kind of discussing how things went. Latoya is shocked. She's like, is this like a first, right? Like, does this happen a lot in Big Brother? And they're like, yeah, it happens, but not this early. So one more thing I want to talk to you guys before I let you go. Thank you for watching the video. If you're just here for the house meeting, I guess you can dip off, but please don't stick around for my update for everything that goes on with my channel. Recently I've been having some issues with live streams. I think my upload speed may have gotten throttled. There's some kind of issue with that going on, so I have to work out that issue. So live streams are a little bit on hold. still going to try and pump out some videos like this, some little updates about major events that have gone on inside the house for you. And just remember, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video, you never miss a stream. Hit that like button if you made it all the way through this video. And as always, expect the unexpected. And good night, house guests.